Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Luz, and on my channel I practice English with free online resources for English learners. So today I'm going to be using material from the ESLdiscussion.com website, and I go by alphabetical order. So today I am just going to be working on the letter B, and the topic that I chose was babies. So let's get started with the questions. So question one, what do you think of babies? What do I think of babies? I think I love babies. Babies are really cute. Babies are wonderful. I think babies bring a lot of joy to their parents who've been anticipating their arrival for like 9 months during the pregnancy, and probably like for the women or the dad who had always been aspiring to have babies. So finally the baby has arrived. So I feel like a baby is a manifestation of, long held desires. So yeah, I think babies are incredible. Question two, are you good with babies? I don't think I'm really good with babies. I don't have a lot of experience being around babies. I think I've only held three babies in my life, and it's only been because I think like when I held the baby would start crying after like 5 minutes or something, probably because of the way I held them and they were starting to get uncomfortable. So I'm probably not very good with babies. Also, like I freak out at the smallest thing. So like when the baby starts showing like signs of discomfort, I would just like give it back straight away to its mother, because I don't want the baby to cry. So I don't think I'm calm enough to like work with a baby or just like help the baby or all that. But I'm hoping to learn. So at the moment, I cannot say that I am good with babies. Question three, what do you think babies like doing most? Well, from what I've seen with friends and family and also in the movies, I think a lot of babies like to experiment. I think babies love to touch things, grab onto things, put things in their mouth, swallow things, touch water. And I know a lot of grown-ups are really like freaked out because they have this precious baby who's just discovering the world for the first time. There's a lot of danger in the world, and justifiably the parents would be like really concerned about the baby and want to keep the baby safe. But yeah, I think like babies love to experiment and to learn about the world, and especially the environment around them. So I think that's what they like to do best, because every time an adult steps in to like stop them from doing whatever they wanted to do, they would just like start crying or like get upset or something. So I would say they want to explore, they want to learn. Yeah, I would say that. Question four, what can we as adults learn from babies? That's a good question. So I think as adults, we can learn how to trust each other. Yeah, there are a lot of reasons why not to trust some people, because some people are not very nice. But like with babies, they're put into these environments most of the times with really responsible adults who care for them. Even as the baby's trying to discover and explore and make mistakes, they always find themselves falling back into the arms of like people who love them and wish the best for them as well. So maybe if we could get something from babies is to just have that adventurous spirit, and also to trust our gut, because I've seen some babies like start to cry if there was something like a bad vibe, even like when they're not even able to speak or express themselves. They would, for example, they would cry just to indicate they were uncomfortable, or there was someone they don't trust or they don't like or something like that. Maybe that's another thing. We can just learn how to trust our gut from how the babies do it. So I think that's a really, really good thing. And also like in our society, just how babies have people that care for them and love them genuinely. I think we can only be lucky to be in such an environment. So I'm very jealous that babies get to have people, usually most times, that they can trust and who love them and wish the best for them. So yeah, so many interesting things to learn from babies. Question five, do you think a baby likes to be with other babies? Absolutely 100%. So, in my very limited experience being around babies, I think a lot of adults around babies are very cautious, and for good reasons, right? The world is really dangerous, and babies have, they usually will not have discovered this sense of danger until much later. So I think when babies are around other babies, they have that much more freedom to do what they want, even when they're in that like non-verbal age where they're just like communicating in what babies do. I think they're free to do what, like, this baby's gonna do whatever they want, this baby's gonna do whatever they want, they're gonna grab this toy from this other baby. So sometimes they can get chaotic, but I think they like to be in that environment, because sometimes with adults, they try to control the baby so much, and they know the dangers, of course, but sometimes like babies need to let loose a little bit, and I think they can do this when they're around other babies. Question 6: what kind of music do you think babies like? I think babies like very animated music, especially music with video to go with it. I see like a lot of music is very animated, especially the actors in the video are like really animated, wearing fun costumes, very high pitched sounds, very repetitive lyrics. And there's something about this music as well. It's very instructional. The sun rises in the east, we eat lunch at noon, something like that. So there's a message in the song, and these lyrics are very repetitive and probably instructional. So subconsciously, the baby just starts picking up language like that. So yeah, I think this is the kind of music babies like, because like after they get out of that baby stage and they're now toddlers and start to understand the lyrics, they tend to start finding this kind of music really silly. They want to do other things. They don't care about the music anymore. Like I know there are a lot of toys that you can push and they start making noises, laughing sounds. I think that's, I don't think I can call that music, but I would imagine babies like that because they do respond to that kind of music. So that's probably what I would say for question 6. Question 7: what do babies worry about? That's a good question. I imagine that babies would worry about being separated from the people they love and the people who care about them. So I've always observed that the moment the mom steps out of the room, the baby would start immediately scanning the room to check for where their mother is, and they would just really cry and just throw a tantrum because they're worried about that kind of a separation. So I think that's their main worry, being separated from the people they love and trust, who care about them. Question 8: were you a beautiful baby? Absolutely. I think I have like a total of 3 pictures with me from home. So I keep these pictures, and every time I look at my pictures, I was just the brightest, happiest, smiley baby there ever was. So I love myself as a kid. I think I was really, really beautiful. I think I've also found like being called beautiful by strangers, like people you met at work or at school. I always like kind of believed that more than I did where my own family to call me beautiful. So yeah, I think I was definitely a beautiful baby. Even looking back at the pictures now, 100%. Question 9: which do you prefer, baby boys or baby girls? Well, I don't have a lot of experience with babies in general, but I think I would prefer baby girls because I'm a girl, and I imagine I would be able to like take care of the girl, wash the girl, dress the girl. I'm so creative as well. Maybe I can just like put pretty things on the girl and understand the girl as well. So probably baby girls, but I wouldn't mind a baby boy because why not? Question 10: do you think men will one day be able to give birth to a baby? Biologically, not really. But now, of course, we have a lot of new technologies coming out, and who knows what's going to happen in the next 10 years? We'll just have to wait and see about that.